creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizons. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, Chills as Aura.
What happened to my motherfucking clock, bitch?
Korak as Lythander.
Lythander did nothing wrong, it was all these fuckers!
Alatos as Gavel.
Welcome to round 2.
And Gamerex as everyone else. Hey, we're about to get into the greatest threat creations ever known this episode, finally, after 30 episodes. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
FateBreakers!
You know I don't I don't like the sound of that.
What's wrong?
Now we're getting to the to the great threat.
Back at it again! Yes, sir!
Yeah, what happened last time?
Last time I got into a pissing and moaning match with you about lying directly to you about what I was doing, and you had me roll, and I almost won because of the dice rolls.
You tried to dodge the consequences, like, oh, actually I shapeshifted using this method, even though I implied this method, and,
I never said
it almost worked.
Yeah, it almost worked! You had to use BS to make it not work!
The BS was Octavian thought it would be funny to blow your cover.
And then I went on to spiel about how they're hypocrites, which they are, and,
yeah.
How
also
they should be including themselves in a Wyld Hunt because what they are doing is actually the exact thing that they said that they despise anyway.
That's actually not true by their metrics, but you could say what you think.
It is true, and I will prove it to be true and have them commit seppuku immediately.
In this video essay,
Lythander is going to make the entirety of Prasad commit seppuku.
Also, speaking of the little death, last episode was very horny. I don't expect this episode to be as horny, unless...
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
Mayhaps.
Korak did what many exalted players have done and will continue to do. Korak possibly seduced the second circle demon, or maybe they played cards. What they did is up to you, the audience.
Don't worry.
Oh, boy.
I have a DST.
We also finally got back to the resumption of Fight Club after the Hard Eater crashed the party.
Yes.
We learned that the Wyld Hunt has some active agents who are scouting around, trying to gather as many of you guys' tricks as possible before launching the assault. I don't think you can attack them directly inside this dome, not without dire consequences. Also, through the various threats and cajoling Lythander chucked at Relentless Argent Mist, she decided, fuck it, I'll duck with the Wyld Hunt for protection from the Angry Lunar.
Also, wait a second, does this mean that if I win the fight, does this mean that I can say that this fight is rigged, so I just automatically win?
Under what metrics?
Under the metrics that I cannot actually fight her without causing myself self-harm, of the self-harm of an entire nation trying to kill me.
No.
I'm sorry, but that should be in the rule somewhere of where if you're being coerced into a losing fight, that if you... Because of, brain work. Why is my brain not working? Basically, it's even illegal back then. It's basically rigging a fight.
I don't think Exalted has a version of Vince McMahon for you to worry about.
We literally do of, oh hey, if I kill her in this fight, even by accident...
You don't have to kill her.
Yeah, but if I do kill her and it's an accident, fights... If she doesn't give up and I kill her, I mean, whose fault is that?
Well, let's see if you can. First things first. What else happened? A lot of characters were introduced, a lot of names were thrown around. Skeleton Wheel Guy came back again.
He wanted a dick.
Yeah, he lost his old one.
Oh, well, that's a darn shame.
Something we are going to probably look at before the match starts. What is Aura? No, Aura's entering the match. Why do I keep mixing up Aura and Gavel after this much time?
Yes, they're both very similar.
Women!
This is the third week it's happened.
What is Gavel doing as the match is starting to get set up? Are you actually going to be working on summoning a new second circle demon, or are you doing mingling or information gathering, or are you just brooding in the corner with a drink?
Gavel would probably do some information gathering in the meantime.
Go ahead and give me a finesse plus embassy check.
Plus embassy. Hopefully I have decent embassy. I do somewhat. Finesse, you said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Ew. Please, kind and full of grace.
Oh, fuck.
5 successes. 6 successes!
That is as many successes as... almost as many successes as dice.
Oh my goodness.
Ichiban!
One off.
The quest log appears before your eyes. As you quickly realize...
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the arena. I forgot I put the... I forgot I put the shoutcaster from the fucking dark... The Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, she's
dark
just canonically there
the
now.
guy,
We have
sure,
to
the
deal
cat.
with that.
You gotta
How dare you
roll,
not put the
cat.
best
gotta
one
roll
in.
63 Neko arc in here.
I forgot what she looks like.
Okay, so something you quickly realize is that the Wyld Hunt has more agents here than you thought. Because of all the international polities here, and because the Wyld Hunt is aligned with Prasad, starting a fight here, right now, with you, outside of the tournament boundaries, would cause a bit of an international incident, so they can't attack you directly.
Okay.
What they can do is gather information on all the sick moves your companions are going to do in the fight.
And then learn, and then prepare from there. Aw, shit. Oh, hells.
Additionally, however, you do notice that there are arguments from other polities, and there are tensions that you don't need that high to notice, but I'll tell you all the juicy details from rolling that high. There's a good amount of people from Yazir here, the Sorcerer Prince Empire, with the crazy amount of mortal sorcerers and the people who love them some slavery.
Oh,
They're here, and they seem to be arguing with a lot of the outwardly, openly Prasade representatives in terms of what sounds like territory squabbles from what you're able to overhear before the Sorcerer's Blast start getting thrown.
okay.
And then they're escorted out, but the point is that this isn't just a religious hunt against you guys, against the 3 players plus Nue, same energy as the Animorphs and Axe. It seems like public reaction from the Yaziri and even some of the Shampur citizens who are yelling like, don't get off our turf and stuff, is, in addition to this being a religious duty, they're using this as an excuse to expand to the Dreaming Sea like they've always wanted to do. This is a combination of a religious jihad and imperialistic expansion.
Shoot,
They are
what was
bringing-
that dragon's name?
Tenpen Meshu.
Would Tenpen Meshu actually appreciate this?
Tenpen Meshu would probably be pretty pissed if they were here to hear it, but it's unclear if they are.
Uh-oh.
Did someone say summon a dragon?
Oh,
How
boy.
many times
Good
will
work.
Gorak actually be successful?
Bro said, I'm telling Mom.
Yes, you really did.
Alright, continue on. Sorry.
You're
Sorry.
not
anything
allowing
to anything to
you're not
prevent the GM from having fun.
Tenpen Meshu said it's my turn on the Xbox.
People have compared the games of Divinity to a cosmic Xbox before in setting.
So
Oh, no.
bad and not with any games on it.
Let's fucking go!
At least it has backwards compatibility.
We can play
You're right. We
Let's
have
go.
a Bethesda game.
No!
Mad Dash, let's fucking go!
Additional,
Back at it
Gavel, you
again!
quickly realize that could be something you could turn in your favor via approaching some of these other powers. There are a couple of other ones, in addition to the Yaziri, that you see a representative or two of Volivot, those 20-foot tall people from across the ocean.
Oh, great.
They are big into, poly relationships that produce magical children.
No, that's neato
Mhm.
at least.
Too bad a lot of them are slaves.
Oh, no, that's Yazir. Volivot doesn't do that.
Too bad we don't know that.
I mean, Lythander might not do the memory shit.
Yeah.
The other two might. Additionally, there is also one of the high priests of Yadana here.
Oh, no.
They have not noticed Gavel yet.
That's good. Gavel would probably make sure it stays that way.
You see them wearing not just the iconography of, but they are wearing one of these sorceress scrying eyes that the Immortal Emperor distributes as one of his charms to look through.
Uh-oh.
So Aura is smart enough to know when they're slaves, but is Aura smart enough to know where there are not slaves?
Probably yes.
Hmm.
Aura
Makes
Aura
you
would
think.
most likely know that Yazir is the only major polity in the region that has slaves.
What is a
Piece
slave?
of shit.
Is a slave if he doesn't know he's a slave? Yes. I thought we were going to have a philosophical debate. No.
Oh,
Thank you,
wait,
Christopher
so,
Eccleston.
Oh, so capitalism got
not
it.
allowed.
Yeah, that's the dilemma of Prasad in a nutshell. Anyway.
I will not debate someone who asks me that question.
That is what that court in Doctor Who is essentially about. It's great. I'm sad we only have one season of Chris.
Oh, man.
As part of something we discussed off camera, though, there is one additional note for big showrunner, or ticket main event showing. Nue approaches you at some point, probably near the stalls as you are ducking to avoid the watchful gaze of the, Yadana spies. Hi, can I have a moment?
Yo.
Oh,
Can we talk
I
about
don't know if
reward
we've
and
talked
table
much. Hi, I'm
winner?
Nue.
Gavel, nice to meet you again.
She actually is wearing a different shape right now, so the introduction is
Ah.
probably necessary. She's disguised as some monk.
But yes, nice to, well, officially meet you, darling.
Well, I mean, I figured I should introduce myself given I'm disguised right now. I'm honestly surprised
Indeed.
Lythander is not doing the same thing, although Octavian did kind of step out of the crowd and, like, use a giant beacon on his tail in front of everyone. He's kind of an asshole.
Yes, I mean, for Octavian, that's
I would
just
like to
typical
talk-
behavior, but overall,
Go on.
it was a bit of a
You
know
just
what I
see Lythander just sitting there like, I'm about to summon spiders to eat everything here.
Spider walks up. Oh, what's up?
Oh, hey. You want to commit a war crime?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, I'm having a cool spider tattooed on my back. Leave me be.
It's very cool in the reference art. Alright, back to the other conversation. You know what I think? I'm not even sure if Octavian is going in this to win. He's pretty confident he'll reform after he's defeated. I think he's gathering intel. That's why he wants as many people involved in the fight as possible.
It could be, although I've never heard of someone like Octavian being quite, how do I put this? Smart about any sort of tactics or strategy.
A lot of people... I've actually heard this story from back when I learned under Mahasuchi. She just kind of shudders a little. It's like, oh, that was not a pleasant 5 years. Anyway, Octavian knows his reputation and deliberately plays up how much of a dipshit he looks like. He runs an empire, and you can't be an idiot and run an empire, at least not for centuries.
Lythander and Octavian have a lot in common. Who knew?
To that we can partially agree, I suppose.
And that's why I came to talk to you, actually, on the subject of vampires. There's something I explicitly need your permission for, but it will probably be very helpful in what's coming, and she gestures toward the Wyld Hunt agents in the corner, glowering at you.
Yes, indeed.
There is... One of the most powerful gifts Luna gives to us is the ability to claim territory. And when I say claim territory, that comes with magical significance and protection. Potent protection.
You see Lythander peeing on something.
Oh, goodness.
This is out of character.
The reason I'm coming to you is, this is your territory, you made it. There are powers I can grant to... I think the Maw of Ceciline is what I heard some of your men call it. Let's go with that for now.
Sure, I suppose.
I could provide magical protection to the Maw over the course of several days, but before the Wyld Hunt gets here, the reason I'm coming to you is I need to know what kind of protection you want, because I can only offer so much.
Well, any kind of protection is good protection, in my opinion. However, something that's extremely well fortified against a siege, that usually tends to be the best.
I'm going to pull back the curtain and read exactly what charm Nue is referring to here. Scrolling back down to Lunar's boundary marking meditation. This is one of the signature iconic Lunar tricks that is a major part of their books from the fuller versions of the game. The Lunar claims a region of land and defines 3 qualities about it, like overgrown, labyrinthine, and dark for a stretch of thick jungle. Characters taking an action fitting those qualities within the Lunar's territory gain 1 auto success. Characters who take action opposing these qualities gain a 2 dice penalty. The Lunar may always revoke the benefits of this charm for a given character if she's aware of them. There is a potential upgrade, Dream Shrouded Wilderness. The Lunar may socially influence targets who sleep in her territory by entering or sharing their dreams.
That's so rad.
It is really rad. Lunars have some pretty sweet dream magic.
Yeah,
Man,
that's some cool shit. Yeah,
you could.
And I will.
You have enough. You have enough mojo to get it.
I know. I'm messing with you.
Okay.
I'm too busy spraying Lythander with a bottle for peeing.
So this isn't something you need to necessarily think of now, but think of 3 words, and if you want, we could put one of those down as fortified to help it against the siege.
Yeah, we'll say one of those will be fortified. In my head, I know what the other 2 words are, but how... One of them is gonna have to be interestingly translated into the world of Exalted.
Go ahead and pitch...
Holocaust weapons.
That's actually a solar circle spell.
What do you mean? Of course it's a solar, but still.
I mean, when I say solar circle, I just mean 3rd circle, so you could get it at Essence 5, potentially.
Goodness sakes.
So, let me know what those other words are as we are setting up for the fight.
So, of course with Gavel, those 2 other words are going to be dark, and, here comes the word that will have to be interestingly translated, eldritch.
I could definitely let you pick dark. We could say that the fangs of the mouth kind of block out the sun in a lot of parts. When you say eldritch, in what vibes do you mean?
Well, in the terms of Exalted, I guess it would be, like, the horror of hellish beasts kind of eldritch. Like, terrifying kind of eldritch.
Ominous, maybe? We could change that to?
Ominous would definitely work,
Okay,
yes.
so the categories of the mouth of Ceciline for now are going to be ominous, dark, and fortified. Got it.
There we go. That works perfect with Gavel.
Alright, so I will also note it is the night of the new moon. If you want to summon another 2nd circle demon for army purposes, that could be something to help with giving Alatos Diogenes to players something to do while everyone else is fighting.
Indeed. Yeah, let's try and summon another second circle demon to help,
It's been a
Crap.
bit since we recorded,
the,
so I will remind you of the options presented to you via Obscura.
please.
There are multiple demons that could buff entire armies. There is only one that could do
Mhm.
so safely without long-term changes, but he is
Okay.
notoriously annoying to deal with. Not
His
in terms
name?
of magical
Okay.
binding, in terms of personality.
His name, Lythander.
Oh no, well, I think I even made the joke of, well, Gavel already has to deal with Lythander, I
And
think, in that
Obscura-
particular session.
I think
may
Obscura
be
was like more annoying
mis-
than him.
Wow.
Yes, either way. Either way, I think Gavel would be willing to bite the bullet, in a sense, and summon this annoying but no long-term effects special demon.
I think I picked just the demon for these purposes.
Yeah.
Like the shopkeeper
Oh,
that
come on.
Lythander normally goes to appears.
Oh, what do you mean? What about the shopkeep?
Oh, he's the demon.
Okay. No, that's not him.
Lythander made a deal with the devil multiple times without knowing it.
Okay, so what you're going to be looking for is a descendant of Isidoros, the black boar that twists the skies.
Did someone say deal?
Oh no.
Specifically, a descendant of their ninth soul, Heraspia, the spawning forest.
Okay, could I get a spell check on that one?
I am going to post that. This isn't the name of the second circle demon, this is the
Please.
third circle progenitor.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a demon that is an entire fucking forest.
Okay, progenitor of... Okay. Alright, I got my notes
Mhm.
down.
So, let's go into a bit of pre-roll before the match. Lythander is up against Relentless Target Miss. I don't know if you want to bother talking with her at all before the match.
Who, me?
You already had a big conversation with her where the Wyld Hunt agent just slid in to protectively put herself between you and her.
Oh, there's pee in her shoes.
Is there? Give
Yeah.
me a finesse plus stealth roll to successfully hide urine inside the Wyld Hunt agent's shoes. This will be opposed by her awareness. A finesse plus stealth.
Okay. So
It'll also be opposed by me spraying bottle.
Kind and full of grace? Aw. That is 2 successes
6.
from the DM.
Oh my
And
god!
6 successes
wait, no, I messed that up
from
too.
1.
It's tied.
No! Oh.
I believe defense wins on
2
ties.
success.
And she is
2
considered
successes
defending
from
in this
Lythander.
situation.
But I'm defending
Oh,
my
come
territory.
Nope, sorry. Unless you want to retro stunt it, and I can think of a stunt if
Sure.
you want to use this.
Sure.
The straw.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the straw.
Alright, add 2 dice.
Come on, please. Just 1.
2d10 greater than
7S.
I failed that. But
Ah, they
if,
were
Let me
both.
rephrase that. I got a 4 total successes.
Task failed successfully.
Yes.
You don't have her shape.
And then 1.
Okay,
She does not notice
successes
the-
from,
She does not notice the
Aura.
piss in her shoes until it is too late, and by then that is counting as bamboozling enough to have taken her face.
It's nice and warm.
That's funny.
Recently
Ugh.
done.
This is 2 different exalted faces you've stolen via pissing at them.
Piss, seethe, moan. Lythander of the Seething Moon's arsenal.
Nue actually approaches. Just because we have the powers of all of creation's animals in our veins doesn't mean you have to act like a literal dog.
This isn't acting like a dog, this is acting like a cat.
My point still stands. Can't you think of any way that's more dignified?
Oh, trust me, it's funnier this way to torture people.
Lythander has no earthly desires except ones which bring him closest to entertainment.
Lythander is the
There's
god of
nothing you-
comedy. Now that's comedy!
He will sacrifice He will sacrifice anything. Dignity, grace, even his own friends for a good joke.
How did you know this?
I figured that out last episode.
For 30 years. Because I've been traveling with you for 30 weeks.
No, more than, like, thousands of years.
Oh god, have all of Lythander's incarnations been like this?
Why do you think the beetle people love him?
This explains a lot about all the different deaths you've had.
No, it does not explain a single death that I've had. Because people love me.
Narrator's voice. People do not love Lythander.
Oh no.
At least
spiders.
And the beetle folk.
Amusing.
Before the match, Janice will actually come up to Aura. What are you doing for your match prep, Aura?
Well, I've mostly just been thinking real hard, honestly.
Don't do that, you'll hurt yourself.
I find that... Shut up. I find that the hardest part of any competition is getting your mindset in the right order. Physical preparation's fine and good, but you gotta think that if you're not in the right mindset, if you don't come in with the right strategy, you could lose before you even start. So, I'm just taking the time to meditate things through.
As you are meditating, you hear some footsteps. You open your eyes. It's your opponent, Janice. Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I could come ask later.
No, it's quite alright. Wouldn't be right if something like this could faze me. So, what you want? What you need?
To be completely honest, I saw the argument a bit ago about the Wyld Hunt coming in for you guys. Unfortunately, I have a prior engagement after this is all wrapped up. I don't know if... And beyond that, listen, when armies come marching in, someone's got to be on the side to pull innocent people out of the line of fire. I might be too busy getting all the sibs out of the way before handing out any help on either side. But
So, it's quite alright. You probably have the best odds of helping a bunch of people all at once anyway. I'm not exactly adept at rescue. It's, when the chips come down, you just do what you can.
But, what I wanted to ask...
A pretty good way to
what I wanted to ask y'all is, the armies ain't gonna be here for a couple months. What are you doing after the tournament?
Well, we're kind of building an army of our own. There's somebody important we gotta fight.
We have to fight God.
He's a bit of a tough cookie, I would say. So, we're just kind of trying to get together a big enough force to take him out of contention.
That was her tertiary die pool of disaster lesbian with 2 successes. I don't think that beats your resolve. So, you quickly...
No, my resolve is large. My resolve is large.
Yeah, so you quickly realize as she is trying to ask innocuous questions about like what your plans are, what you're doing a week from now, what you're doing, what your kinds of favorite drinks. Oh God, she's flirting with you. She's doing a fucking terrible job of hiding it.
Is the die for her hiding this, or is the die for her making a successful attempt at doing this?
Oh my goodness.
She's just kind of going up in flames. Anyone watching could obviously tell that she's got it down bad.
Oh no.
Aura does not realize this.
Okay.
Aura's ability Oblivious activates.
Aura has channeled the power of Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, food!
Adi? Nani? Nani?
Yeah?
So,
what?
If you want to meet up for a strategy to discuss, over dinner perhaps, I'd be happy to foot the bill.
Where are you, I'm not one to turn down free food. I like it. Where are we headed,
She
exactly?
mentions your restaurant.
A screeching. Why don't we go to one of your places?
I don't know. Kind of a bad spot to just, have a... I don't know.
Oh, wait, I've got it.
Doesn't really
I've got
feel
some real
super,
good
super special
stuff for
to go
farming. I could cook.
there. That's nice. I haven't been in a farm in a while. How many cats you got?
Just the one.
Oh, that's good. Been away for a while. I've been hanging out in the city for such a long time. I haven't really been to the countryside in a bit.
Though I probably should note, she's a guardian lion from heaven. Long story.
Aw, that's awesome. Any cat, hey, don't matter. No matter the size, kitty cat's a kitty cat, and I love them.
Right, so, we'll, talk later. And she's visibly tapping her fingers together. Beads of sweat are starting to pour down.
Yeah,
Oh,
See you later, bye!
yeah. So bye.
Very uncharacteristic of her as she
Weird
runs
lady.
off.
Weird lady. I wonder if there's any goats in that farm.
Okay, speaking of Lythander, though, is there anything you're doing to get ready before? We do have one other social interaction that's going to creep up on you.
I am going to be turning on Spirit Cutting Glance, looking around the dead in this arena.
Oh, there's a shitload of gods in here. Not many of who are materialized, but... Oh, yep, definitely. Through a Gatekeeper's Wisdom, but...
Yep.
The thing I could tell you for free from activating that is... A lot of them are lurking at the Immaculates kind of nervously.
What
For
are
reference...
the Immaculates again? My brain no work right now.
The Wyld Hunt is the Immaculates' military arm to hunt anathema. You guys. And I could reveal this for free because everyone in creation knows this. The actual religious tenets of the Immaculate Order beyond the whole anathema shit are regulation of prayer. Essentially that gods are easily to abuse their positions over humanity, so they create an immaculate prayer calendar to regulate who can be prayed to when.
Oh, so what you're saying is that I could get a lot of allies very quickly.
Yes?
And or make a lot of
Specifically
enemies.
because a Wyld Hunt tends to leave a lot of destruction behind in its wake, no matter how well or how clean it goes.
Do I see any gods that we've helped before? Such as the volcano god.
Yeah, you actually do. You do see Magnanimous Pyroclast here. Still very tiny, and because of the exigence, reducing them to Essence 1, they're kind of being a little, not actively bullied, but they're definitely sitting in the uncool corner of the thing, being jeered at by a bunch of the other gods. You see one of them knock over his lunch table.
I go over and pick up the lunch table.
Thanks. Oh, it's you again.
Hello there, Pyroclasm.
Not
Magnanimous.
completely.
Sorry.
Magnanimous Pyroclast, yes.
Pyroclast. I am sorry. I meant to say his full name in character, not messing up like that.
I know that your green friend said that she would try and work out some manner of promotion, but it got denied.
Oh. I am very sorry.
So here I am, stuck on an island with only one person visiting, ruined by necromantic magic.
Oh.
Long draught of whiskey.
Well, I'll start having people pray to you then.
Really?
Yes, you are a hero, god of sorts.
Elaine's not that I wouldn't appreciate it, but the Pure Way would get real mad about unlicensed prayer. That's kind of half their whole thing. Because it takes away from all the prayer the Dragon Bloods are getting, you see, because those jackasses down there decided they could be worshipped as gods now.
Yes, but the real question here becomes, though, how is it unregulated, and why should those who wish to praise one who has helped others be limited by that?
Listen, just because you're saying it and just because I agree with it doesn't mean that if you say that to anyone else, you're not going to get clocked.
Oh,
they have all these scriptures that are very clear on that shit, and they ain't the kind of thing I could argue against.
Oh, you sure about that?
Fairly sure.
They're merely just men.
They're dragon bloods.
Which means they're less than men.
No, it means they're imbued with the fire of the 5 elements, and have entire martial arts designed to kick the shit out of gods. For what it's worth, everyone who meant... I don't think I would ever call any Dragonblood mere men. They kind of overthrew the Solars back in the day.
Have you seen Solars, though?
Yeah, you had one on your squad.
No, they're still here. I point to Aurora.
What's Aurora doing right now?
Thinking about pumpkins.
Okay.
Trying to sell a clock, actually. Look at this ancient-ass clock here. This clock is nice. You need to tell time and everything.
We can just look
A
outside.
sundial.
God.
Yeah.
God, motherfucker.
Trying to sell
God,
sundial.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna sell clocks, bitch.
That could just be her playing dumb.
No. No, it isn't. People... Now, you see, do you know what's fun about being me? People don't suspect me much. They think I'm an idiot.
You put on a pretty convincing act of being an idiot, to be fair.
Or pops in. You are. You just don't know it yet.
Wave steps in.
Fine. Alright, bye. I leave.
Speaking of popping into frame, Spider slides up to Magnanimous Pyroclast with a knife in his hands.
No, Spider.
Oh god, no!
Friend.
He's not on the list.
Also, how are you seeing a god?
I figured out that trick.
Oh, you figured that trick out too. I'm proud of you.
Anyway, raises the knife.
I grab his hand. No.
Come on, it's a god. They're all assholes.
Not this one. He actually tried to save people. I know your job is to destroy everything. I understand that. But why not take it out on those who are trying to kill the god so you can be the only one who can?
Magnanimous Pyroclast is having a panic attack on the spot now that another Abyssal is right in front of him. And this is when Spider triggers his Cruel Banquet feature via inflicting emotional damage on someone he recovers motes.
Spider?
Oh, yeah. What?
Why not kill dragons instead? Or those who claim to be of the descendants of such?
Yeah, I'm getting to there, but I'm working my way up the chain. This is going to be an easier target and a good warm-up for that. Yeah, it is. He's like, what, a little teeny tiny god?
Yes, but why kill him while he's at his weakest? Why not try to fight him when he is the full power of a volcano again?
Again, that implies anyone's ever going to promote this sad sack. Look at him blubbering like that. Aw, little guy. Leave me alone!
Let's see. What do I have to actually completely destroy Spider?
This is why you might want to update some of your characters' intimacies. That could be helpful. Especially Korak, because every time a lunar can tie one of their intimacies to an action, they gain an automatic extra dice as one of their exalt advantages.
Let's see.
You could try a persuade action on him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I have Glance or Titian. I don't remember ever getting that, but... for each action the mote remains committed, the exalt may perfectly convey a single sentence to their target non-verbally, such as...
Oh, that's the language barrier negation charm.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make a persuasion check, then, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and give me a attribute plus presence roll based on whichever approach you'd be
I'm
using.
gonna use performance.
It doesn't work on humans.
Cool, he's not a human, so...
Exalts still count as partially human.
You were just saying that the dragon blood aren't just human, so I mean... What is it? Are they human?
They're demigods. As are you.
Yeah. Are you saying I'm human then?
Partially.
Alright.
Roll the fucking dice!
Alright. You said, what now? Presence?
Yeah, any attribute plus presence. And this is made easier via the intimacy of friendship you slammed into him. Although I'm
5
not revealing...
successes.
Oh, shit. I'm not
5 successes!
That is enough via his boosted down resolve to, yeah. That'll stop him for now. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'll have to spend extra juice on turning in the thing that lets me permakill him, and that would just be annoying.
Exactly.
Why don't you kill him? Pyroclast yells, pointing at Spider, and then at you. Kill him now!
Is that any way to talk to a friend? Besides, we need him for a bigger fish. Multiple bigger fish.
You know he's gonna betray you. He just said he wants to murder everyone here. I do.
Yes, but, we're friends, right?
Yeah, sure.
See?
Disappointed stare at Lythander. And Pyroclast spends 2 motes to hurry home and escape the scene.
No, don't hurry home. You'll be fine. You're perfectly safe here.
He's already activated the equality and is gone.
Oh. Now that sucks. He's a coward.
Wait, I thought you didn't want me to kill him.
I didn't, because I was thinking he might help with Octavian. It's not that I don't trust you won't be able to kill him, Spider, but it's always good to have backup plans.
Hey, what if we permakill Octavian?
Oh, good. Perfect.
He
I don't
seems
mind
like...
that at all.
Yeah, it seems like we could recycle the corpse into something useful. I'm sure a dead second circle demon could... I'm sure that the six-fingered lady I heard about might be able to make something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Steal his dick for our friend, the skeleton.
What?
Yes, you remember him.
He wasn't there for that scene.
Oh, we have a skeleton friend who lost his manhood, and we might be able to. If we kill him, we might just use Octavian's manhood for him.
I mean, you're a moon. Couldn't you just put some mojo and have him grow a new one?
Shh. It's funnier this way.
Ah, yeah, I get it.
He doesn't know that.
Cut back to the discussion of Gavel and Nue. You know, we really should kill Spider at some point. This is directed at Gavel, probably around the time the matches are starting.
Don't you dare.
Huh?
Kill who
Spider.
exactly?
Like, look at the guy, and this is as he's threatening Magnanimous Pyroclast with violence in front of literally everyone. He's a walking sandstorm. He literally says he wants to kill everyone. I don't care how bound Aura keeps him with the magic. That's not gonna stick, and we really should take care of him sooner rather than later.
Yes, and I agree. But for right now, as long as he's tamed, then he can be a useful weapon, especially in the upcoming fights. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do, but as the old saying goes, well, you don't look a horse with a gift in the mouth. Is that how it goes?
I get the general gist of it, but this is less of a horse and more of a giant monster, like a demon horse.
You're very much correct. But that doesn't make what I said any
I mean,
less.
why the hell did Lythander give him the manual?
That I don't entirely remember myself, but
You have archive mind mentality.
I'm sure I'm sure Lythander had a purpose for it.
Cut
Because
to Lythander
Lythander
saying
thought it would be funny.
No, actually. Lythander knew that was one of the ways that we didn't die immediately.
Yeah, but that is what Nue would say about the situation.
Question, would
I
we
wouldn't
have
go that far.
died if I didn't promise that?
It might have gotten close. It would have been harder to convince him.
Look, I know Lythander can be a bit difficult, but...
Lythander overhears this and says, yes, I know, I'm quite stupid. Get along with it.
But that's not to say you shouldn't completely count Lythander out. When push comes to shove, he does make up for it. Believe me.
You saw how easily he ripped through the economy.
I very much did, yes.
You saw the way he was laughing like that when he exulted and removed his own heart?
I know. I've seen just about as much as you have, believe me. And even with that all understood, I am still reserving my judgment.
All I'm saying is it might not be a bad idea to make a plan to kill him when the time comes.
I don't disagree there. But that will come later.
Actually,
Not now.
Lythander would
Later.
like to use his new ability that he has.
What new ability is that?
Glance orientation technique.
Okay.
To look at to look at Gavel, because I'm guessing I'm overhearing a bit of this.
I guess so, yeah.
You're in a way, I would imagine so.
I would like to give Gavel a look and say, I am planning on killing him. I have a plan. I'm thinking of a plan now.
I imagine the specific glance you
Okay.
give is the slash across the throat and a point at Spider when he's not looking.
Kinda.
I wish he had been more forthcoming with that, Nue whispers under her breath.
You just see Lythander just point to a spider on the look. Is there an actual spider near him?
Oh yeah, he just had one tattooed on his back.
No, an
there
actual
you go.
spider, because Lythander would crush it.
Make
or rip.
It's very funny you mention that, actually, especially with my intro quote. Make any attribute plus sagacity roll.
Okay. 6 successes.
Difficulty 5 to notice it.
Let's go!
You don't see a dead spider near him, but as you are attuning your special lunar eyes to look around the environment for a spider to squish and make a point, you notice a spider web in the very corner of the dome, near one of the snack carts. Wait, that is not a normal spider. That's not a normal spider web. That's made of... It looks like it's weaved of metal.
Oh.
It is a web weaved out of metal and cloth and with letters etched into it.
Okay.
And it's broken.
Oh.
Something appears to have ripped through it.
Neat.
I could give you a guess as to what this might be from the extra success you got.
Sure.
This place was built by a sidereal. The shepherd commissioned it in order to cut Aura off from her hilariously bad idea of hosting the tournament in Yushan and instead built a custom Sky Dome arena. Pattern spiders are one of a sidereal's best friends, and Lythander would know about this as his memories are starting to return from the working from earlier, as the drills that Leopard gave him on their most hated nemesis, the sidereals. Pattern spiders are what weave the loom of fate. They are automata robots that craft destinies and make sure that creation's fate runs smoothly. One was here, now it's not. A pattern spider has been kidnapped.
Oh. Lythander is going... Do I see a spider web?
Yep, it's the same spider web I just described.
Okay. Lythander's gonna point a point and shoot a small glass butterfly to cut it in half. Or to
Okay.
cut the string in half.
Oh, I see.
It does not seem to be cut. This is a magic string that would require stronger sorcery to pierce.
Yeah, but the butterfly seems big enough and not...
Oh yeah, it's definitely big enough to get Gavel's attention with the glance oratory method still active.
Yeah.
And Nue looks at this, and she's got the same training you has. She also recognizes what that is and immediately pales. Oh fuck. Gavel, you know what a pattern spider is, right?
Would Gavel know? Let's see. Remind me, just in case.
According to what I heard from the old goat wolf, those are what weave the loom of fate.
Oh.
One of them looks like it's just gone missing.
Oh, no.
And Lythander, that looks pretty recent. There hasn't been too much time for dust to gather on the little fate web there. Someone in this room kidnapped the pattern spider.
I look at Octavian.
What?
Hey, buddy, I know you probably won't tell me, but, looks like something's missing here. Did you happen to see...
The skeleton guy's dick, right? I remember that conversation.
No, not that. Not that. I know you don't need to help us, and I know you won't help us, but this might affect you. I don't know. Somebody stole a Fate Weaver spider.
I have him roll his
Or
secondary pool of Imperial Administration. Oh fuck, that's actually a success from him.
7 successes. No, I'm sorry, 6 successes.
Wait. Oh. Yeah, I remember back when
numbers.
those things were invented. They shouldn't be able to be stolen physically, much less without anyone noticing. They could talk, and they shouldn't make a big racket if someone attacks them. Also, they have venom that curses you with bad luck if they bite you.
Yes, but somebody took one.
Which is concerning.
Yes, I know you honestly probably don't care, but I was wondering if you noticed anything, and I do appreciate you actually somewhat caring about this, actually.
Oh no, if someone were able to snatch a pattern spider, that would be real useful for me, so I'm interested in how they did it as well.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Speaking purely out of pragmatism here. You see him scratch the severed head of the solar at his side. What do you think? Right, you're dead. Okay, so...
Do you
Had to
know
have
if
been-
any of the gods here would be able to understand what's the gravity of this?
It wouldn't listen to me.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell them about it, not you.
Right.
Not saying that, look, I'm not saying that you're not important, Octavian, you very much are. I'm just saying that they might listen to an Exalt versus a powerful demon of the second circle, who arguably got denied therapy, and probably should be in the third circle, so that they may receive it.
Unfortunately, you can't really get promoted. That's against the law.
Who says you can't rewrite the laws?
Ceciline.
Who says you can't beat them?
Long, sarcastic laughter. You guys did. I don't know if anyone else could without the entire Exalted host doing that again.
Yeah.
What, that took like 700 of you fuckers, and there's like, what, 5 of them in this room? That was before the whole Auroral thing. I don't have many moral scruples, but what they did to him was fucked up even by my standards.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to rile you up, I assume.
It didn't work, but if you know if you find anything more else about the missing spiders, tell me, and I will see if I can provide any more insight from my time back before I was shoved up the boss's asshole.
Thank you, actually. That's actually very helpful, and I thank you greatly. I will try to make our fight as fun as possible.
Right, as long Right, and hopefully we could fight again someday, even if I lose, because the bindings mean that I'll come back.
Yeah, so or even if we lose, because we will probably come back as well.
Yeah, that's how it works with you guys. Before the matches start, anyone want to do any more investigation on the pattern spider abduction? Anyone have any charms that help with investigation, perhaps?
Let me see if I have something like that.
I do have some kind of... I do have ways of making things difficult. Not sure about investigation.
It's the one that lets you ask the questions from your list, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, but I don't know who to ask the questions to. So, while interacting with another character,
you could do it with Octavian or Lythander, I guess. Because they're the ones who discovered it.
Well, all right. I guess I can ask.
I guess you're asking this as you're in like the warm-up pits, changing into some fight clothes and
spandex.
Yeah, spandex, getting oiled up.
So, Lythander, you notice anything strange lately?
Yes, a fate weave. Wait, what were they called again? My brain.
Pattern spider.
Pattern spider. I don't know why I want to call them fate weavers. I just think
that's also an acceptable name. That's probably like a nickname they have.
That a pattern spider got yoinked.
Oh, shit.
Yes, no, it's one of those where I feel like we might want to have the tournament postponed again, but I mean, that's not fair to our friend over here. I point to Octavian.
Yeah, that would also break your oath terms. This is when it's supposed to take place.
Yes, we've already posted.
Yeah, I understand that, but would you be... I don't want to say willing to renegotiate it, because honestly, you've been more than patient. Though I'm not happy with you for blowing my cover.
Let me see if I can get...
That was funny, and I appreciate the funny ha-has.
Let me see if I can get an emergency stunt here. One thing that's been interesting thinking about is that every single time the tournament has reached some sort of important part, there has been something like this happen.
Oh yes, like with my husband / ex.
Yeah. Every single time we entered some kind of phase in the tournament, something happens. We've already established the importance of whatever of the tournament prize, but the fact of the matter is, I don't think any of these, and I know this is going to sound a little bit, obvious to say, but these things don't feel like coincidences.
Oh, they're not.
Whatever the reason may be, for being trouble's getting brought to our doorstep. Intention.
Alright, that's a stunt for a reasonable deduction.
Alright, let's fucking hope that I get some.
I think that's still 2 questions.
Oh.
No, that's... let's see. No, it says success grants 1 question.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, is it something you have an excellency for, though?
This. I already used the excellency. That's how I got a 10.
Excellency doubles your ability rating. What about the attribute? Yeah, you always add an attribute for a roll.
Yeah, I did. I went for embassy, doubled it to 6, and then added finesse, which is 4.
Okay.
Why not just add the 5 attribute?
Because it's finesse
that's what it says
plus
in the
embassy.
charm.
Oh, okay, it's what the charm says. Never mind, I thought you said it was... My brain went to any attribute.
I can give you a little bit of conciliatory information because you pulled up charm magic anyway. I'm not sure if these incidents seem related. Perhaps... what happened the first time for the tournament interruption was the Heart Eater attacking the city via hijacking Hundred Venoms Stinger's army.
They're at least but they're not related, not even tangentially?
Unless there's something here you haven't noticed, which is very well a possibility depending on who the culprit is. Hey, everyone roll any attribute plus perception.
Any attribute?
So, awareness, sorry. This is
yes,
difficulty
plus
7 roll.
Oh boy. 1,
Fuck.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't have
I
the
have
excellency
3
for that,
awareness.
unfortunately.
And you said any
Actually,
any
that's a
attribute.
great
So
question. Darn it! I have an excellency in embassy.
4.
Finally, a good fucking roll!
Yeah, no, that's 11 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh
11
my
successes.
Holy shit.
Goodness sakes alive!
Lythander doesn't
Alright, hold
realize
on, let
it,
me
but
see. Neither does Gavel.
Aura,
4 successes isn't terrible, but it's not what we needed.
as you walk through this room, you walk
My brain turns into the sun.
a little bit, yeah. You walk through like one of the lockers, and you immediately notice an incredibly strong, like the smell of seawater, as strong, if the strongest you've ever smelled it in your life, to the point when this might be supernaturally stinky. You realize this is a supernaturally significant smell, and you run back
Seawater.
upstairs briefly. The same smell is by the webs.
Took him out to sea. Who's at sea?
100.
Hundred Venoms Stinger. I smell seawater. It's strong. It's a strong smell, and unnatural too. And whoever casts this stink is the one responsible for stealing that spider. Coming down from the list, I can eliminate it to one possibility. Hundred Venoms Stinger. He's back.
Or
I don't know what he wants.
one of his
That's Cyrex?
functionaries. Remember, you've only seen him directly once, and he did not intend for that to happen.
You see,
True.
you guys didn't see him.
Or
Lythander saw him.
regardless, this feels like related to Hundred Venoms Stinger at least.
It's a solid suspect, but not the only potential one.
Let me try to narrow. Let me try to
sea hag.
narrow it down to
That we did a podcast with.
an old sea hack. You mean Sky Sundering Shadow? Alright, she was on that ship, but as far as I remember, the ocean wasn't really her domain, so to speak. Although I guess it's been a while since we really...
Succeeded. Since you rolled so ludicrously high, there is a track of footprints. You see very freshly, like, sticky with seawater and, like, salt is starting on the exit circle out of the arena. They're very recent, though.
Do they
As
go
in,
somewhere?
if you make a quick athletics check to follow them, you might catch him. Yeah.
Him? Okay. Fuck it. Let's move. I go to Lythander. Psst,
Okay.
let's move.
Lythander doesn't. Lythander
And,
is in a meditative state of he's gonna just do whatever somebody says.
All right, 6.
That's real good.
Oh, you
I mean,
want me to make one too?
Yes.
I mean, if you wish.
Okay. Athletics, you said.
Let me roll
Athletics and
100 Venom Stinger's tertiary pool.
Oh, boy.
It's okay. It's only 8 dice. Oh my god!
4. What the hell?
That's a tertiary pool!
8 successes with 8
You were so
dice.
close!
Oh my goodness.
Is there anything we can do
God
to
damn it.
stop this from happening?
If
Fucking
Aura does a
stunned?
retro stunt and gets 2 more successes, Solar's win ties.
Please.
Lythander is going to use his 4 successes to stumble and push Aura faster.
For the comedy method,
If
yeah.
only.
Go with it.
You can try to
okay.
yeah, you could try to aid
Okay,
me
go ahead and
in
Aura
that way.
roll a stunt.
No, I could. But isn't that a
You
cumulative?
could donate your stunt to
Because
someone else.
no, I mean No, I mean,
The help action.
Lythander, aiding.
So,
Yeah.
oh, in that case, let me see. Does this go toward my my virtues in any way? It feels like this feels like a scam.
You know what? Yeah, I'll say this is a scam, so that's 4 dice.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, let's see it.
Jesus, are you there?
Come on.
It's me,
No.
Chills. I just need this one. I need this one to get so that I can do the big scream and feel good. All right.
I've been dead for over 100,000.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
Actually,
it
it's
still
not a tie.
worked.
Through the comedy potential, you see another gavel on the beach.
Goodness. 3 successes.
You see another gavel on the beach, pumping her
It's
arms,
also
and
enhanced
as
by
she's starting to
my,
shapeshift into something
sunken
else
radiance
is when
aura.
you tackle her.
Oh.
Hey, that's not your gavel, Alatos.
It is a
It
fake.
is a shapeshifted, and she smells
not-
strongly of seawater.
It's not the real hedgehog.
Oh! Ah! Damn it! You see something very small wiggling inside of their shirt. What?
How do you have Gavel's shape?
Listen, little fledgling, there's a trick where you figure out what makes someone tick, you can copy their shape without needing to lay a finger on them or even talk to them. Oh wait, but regardless of that, slipping into Gavel's accent.
I punch him. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare
Have
talk
fun.
as my friend.
Have fun with the accent.
Fine. He's gonna do a persuasion action on Lythander. If you let me have it, I'll tell you where your daughter is. He is enhancing this with a charm as well. Let me pull it up. Yep, he, procs down a listener swaying argument. Spend 1 mode on step 4 to reduce the cost of purchasing persuade and dissuade to 1 success. If an intimacy or virtue raises the difficulty of the influence, add 1 additional success to step 4. With the upgrade of fulminating word, the target must accept a hard bargain to resist the exalt's influence. They cannot choose to ignore it.
Okay.
So I will say that, Lythander, your resolve of 3 is penalized by your intimacy of wanting to find your daughter in this instance.
Okay.
Do you want to accept this bargain, or do you want to hard bargain out of it? I think he still clears it with 5 successes, though. You want to know what? Let me give you a moment to think of a good hard bargain offer if you don't want to do that.
How about no? I already know where she's at.
You actually can't refuse this outright, thanks to fulminating word. But I could give you the hard
But
bargain in this instance.
I understand this, but he's offering information Lythander already has.
Do you?
Yeah, remember not Octavian, but Obscura?
No, she gave you. She didn't say where. In the secret text, Obscura didn't say where she was. I think Obscura just said what was going on with her.
Yeah, you think Lythander is dumb? You could figure out exactly where she is with that information.
I actually don't know if he can.
Wow, are you saying that my character isn't smart enough?
What I'm saying is that that's not enough information to pinpoint her exact location, which is what he's offering.
She's going to come to me anyway.
She doesn't know who you are. Do you really think so?
Yes, because she's going to be attacking us. If she joins the hunt against us.
The Empire Prasad, their reach stretches across the entire fucking direction.
I understand that. But if she does join them, then I mean, what else am I going to do anyway? Even with the information of where she's at, I have no way of stopping it.
If she doesn't. Because what I'll reveal for free, to try and sweeten this pot, I don't think she would. She's helped to destabilize Prasad before.
Yes, but now she has been mind controlled anyway.
What?
Yeah.
No, she has not. She has that trick that the other one had where she could rip out parts of her brain rather than succumb to mind influence.
Lythander rips out his brain.
In the comedy 4 coma, yes, but not in canon.
Dang. I wanted to build a new character.
So, I think I could give you a hard bargain would be for this instead, if you're curious.
Sure, what is it?
Trade him something else for the information.
Would you like a head start on information, such as we have, 12 battles coming up with things that are world-ending threats?
Oh, I already know about all that, I don't care.
Oh, you don't care if I just let Spider kill the world?
I'll kill him first. He's like, what, just hatched? He's not going to be too hard to squash.
You say that. But if we just tell him to go now, he'll be stronger than you in 10 seconds.
The cast mark of the full moon shined on his forehead. No, he's not.
Huh. Well, he does know our arch-enemy's, martial arts completely.
Stupid. Who told him that?
Hi.
Not surprising. So, taking the bait?
No.
You actually can't refuse this outright because of the fulminating word, but you do have the other option of forming an intimacy of rage toward him instead if you want to take that.
I am taking Shattered Yoke Fury.
Okay, you're now real mad at this guy. Is a character-defining part of your character that you're real mad at Hundred Venoms Stinger.
Yeah. He's gonna be an enemy of ours anyway, so...
Yeah.
Kill him. Or kill them.
That's the goal. You know how every hole's a goal?
Alright, fine. If you're not taking the bait, I can... Aura,
Show
was
me
it?
the world?
That's right. And I'm not.
If you let me have it.
And I don't like this one bit. There's nothing I hate more than somebody operating on bad faith. Why do you want...
I never said I'm operating.
Why do you want this damn thing anyway? And what were you doing skulking in the shadows this whole time? You didn't even have the decency to come lead your own army, and they all got mind bent by that psycho body snatcher.
Although we're nothing more than a sacrifice. It had to prove a point, and the point was proven.
And that point would be?
The point that none of the powers of the Dreaming Sea are invincible. As swiftly as that battle was over, there was damage done, there were ships sunk, and unified fronts broken.
Hey, who's Spider? We have somebody not on the list over here.
Spider's not there.
He'll listen to me if
Regardless.
He's still inside
Regardless.
the dome.
I yell.
Regardless, you still didn't answer my first question. What do you want with that spider anyway?
Well, I don't see why I have any reason to answer that question, although I will be willing to tell you if we decide to make a deal. Eclipse.
Fucking motive discerning technique. Fuck this guy.
Okay, go ahead and that's the roll for that, I think. Go ahead and roll it up.
I am not about to let this scam go uncalled out. This motherfucker has sus written all over him. Sussy Bacchus.
Sussy Bacchus.
Okay.
Let me see. That's 10 plus 4 from the stunt. God damn it! What is with my luck today?
That's still a success, I think. So
it's a success, but it's still kind of annoying.
Do you want to try and retro
that
stunt?
was with a stunt. That was with the stunt.
Okay. All right. So what's your question?
Shit. I gotta think about something. So let's out of character decide this. Let's out of character decide what would be the best question here. Don't really care if they probably don't feel positively about me, regardless of how I feel. Whether or not we share a virtue or intimacy doesn't feel like it matters right now. What haven't I noticed about the character could be something interesting. How could I get the character to do what I want could also be something interesting, but again, I only get one, so you gotta be discerning here. Who's really in authority here could also be interesting. That's to find out who he works for, if he works for anyone, or if he's his own boss. What do I have that someone here wants? He probably has what he already wants, but this could be a good question to help Lythander accept that bargain. And into that bargain. What would constitute a grievous faux pas? I'm not really in the mood to figure out right now. What grudge is being hidden could also be good, but not as good as potentially that second question from the wise-eyed courtier method block. And who doesn't belong here? I couldn't care less. So, do you guys think what do I have that someone here wants could be a good idea?
In this situation,
Lythander,
I guess so.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. Well, that's the question I'm asking. What do I have that he wants?
2 possible answers arise from this. The first is a usage of your oath-sealing magic in order to seal some kind of favor. The second, and the alternative here is that he wants powerful magic in exchange for powerful magic. He wants some kind of artifact, such as a sidearm that you used a couple of times that might serve him better than you.
I'm point.
Moonbow is what I'm saying.
The moonbow. I thought he was asking about my gun. I was like, man, I gotta give up my gun? Oh.
No. That's made of orichalcum. He can't do anything with that. Now, something themed after the moon, however.
Alright, look. If there's anybody in this circle suited to make a deal, it's me. And I can tell that, well, you're wanting to make out like a bandit. You're looking to sink your teeth into something a bit more precious. If you want, you could close a deal. Right here, right now. But I want to know the terms of that deal. I don't like people operating in bad faith. When I put an offer down, it's with the intent that everything is laid bare. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Go ahead and give me a any athlete plus presence roll with a stunt.
Presence. I guess that also counts toward my my business, my virtues. We'll go force and then 8 plus 4. Quick maths. That's 12. All right, not bad. That is 7 on the board. 7 on the board.
7 successes, baby.
That boosts his resolve from 3 to 5, so that as 2 overflow successes. So he will tell you what his goal is then. If that's what it takes to get what I want, then I will tell you what I want with this
So tell me what
creature.
you want, what you really, really want.
Tell you what I really want.
I want to make fate. I want to reweave it.
To make fate.
And this is not the only one of these in my collection.
Right. So So you've been gathering up a storm. Making the rounds.
Storm's a little generous, but even a small collection of these automata is enough to change the face of creation.
Yes. That much is undeniable. Well. And to what?
Oh, I should note, the whole time this spider has been screaming from the inside, going, "Oh gods, help me! Help me! Help me!"
And to what end do you seek to weave fate in your benefit?
For the ends of making a more glorious future.
Another one, huh? Can't say you're the first I've heard. Can't say you're the first person I've heard who wants to...
Oh, you're comparing me to the Heart Eater.
No. Not that. I just mean... Well, I've been dealing with all kinds of people. Let's say that fantasizing about a better world, creating something new from what was, something more just or more interesting, isn't exactly a novel sentiment in those with ambition. I don't mean it as an insult. I just mean it's something that I can recognize, and something that not only I can sympathize with, but also something I can warn against. It's difficult to change the future. It takes a lot, not just a large project. It takes determination and the will to look your failures in the eye, your faults, your very existence. It's tough to come out of that any less than changed by the experience. It's like staring at yourself, your own heart, your own entire being, reflected upon the abyss.
So this was a persuade action to tell you about his goals. Then.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what his goals are.
You have 2 overflow successes here. You can persuade him to do something else for another 2 actions. You can instill a new intimacy for 1 success, strengthen an existing intimacy for 2 successes, or set up for a future social action.
Let's see. So wait, I can instill a new intimacy for 2 successes, or with the other 2 successes I can do what else?
You could set up for a future social action, which decreases his resolve against what comes next.
Right now, I'm trying to think, because if he wants these things so bad, but he's willing to give them up for a weapon like my moonbow, or an oath seal, then obviously the spiders aren't the only thing that could allow him to reach that kind of a goal. The oath sealing thing is a magic most powerful. But what does he want with it? Doesn't exactly have the power to maybe able to be used to pressure someone into accepting some kind of agreeable situation for him, change the future and so on. But to what end? I guess I could try to set up for a future social action. But I'm not entirely sure what that social action would be.
Trying to negotiate a different price for the spider, or some other means of threat or instilling, or trying to find out more about what the fuck this guy's deal is.
You want my oath-sealing magic.
I want your use of it, if possible.
But if the fate-sealing spider is so important,
Help!
the fate-sealing spider is so important to you, what would the use of this kind of magic be that you would be so willing to give up to give it up.
Well, I have multiple other already. This would just be making things much easier and faster. What I would also value is ensuring a lack of interference from those present. This isn't the only shape I've taken in my time here, and via going back in and disguising myself carefully after depositing this, I can ensure as few people as possible fuck with me.
So you want a contingency plan?
Yes.
It's something that is certainly something I could provide. But, you see, I'm a meddler by nature. I'm a curious one. And I like being in on things from the ground floor. It's my way of helping out the world. Making sure people's ambitious projects don't lead them astray into something everyone winds up regretting. You could say I'm sort of a security consultant. If you're going to use my magic, I want to understand to what end exactly. What this whole fate sealing thing is for. So, whenever you want to get started on your plans, whenever you need to start something, I want to be involved. Me and my crew. You want to...
Oh, you want to be involved, you say?
Again, I'm a security consultant. I want to make sure everything is in the right shape, in the right condition. Make sure nobody's letting their ambitions lead them astray. Make sure everybody's right of mind and right of heart, most important of all. That's my job.
Very well. What I want is to build a better society, one without any of those slaving fuckers or assholes that make you worship them as gods, or questionably sexist people who use way too many men and don't give women as many rights across the road. And of course, the Dreaming Sea has a lot of land space where my people can live alone and unmolested underneath the waves.
So you want to establish an independent nation as well. Alright. That seems noble enough. But I will say, you remind me of a brisk young lady I haven't talked to in a while. She's also dreaming of making a better world, but her idea involves straight up unmaking this one and then building it up from scrap. Can't say I'm too much of a fan, but we'll figure that out we'll figure out if she has the chops to go through it with it when she's faced with what I like to call the weight of the past.
Does she have 6 fingers, pray tell?
Does she have 6 fingers, Rex?
Yeah, she does.
Now that you mentioned it, yes.
Oh, she's not gonna get as far as she thinks she is.
I know.
To unmake the world, that would require going directly to one of the poles, and protection against that kind of power is not easy, even for those such as us.
I suppose so. Alright, well... And I spit in my hand. And, let's see here. How much anima would I have at this stage? I have...
You've spent 2... You've used 2 for the, for the thing that lets you ask the questions.
True. I've also spent one more for, I've also committed one more for Sun King Radiance, which I don't think Lythander has successfully defended against, necessarily. I guess I can seal a minor oath. It's not that he knows the difference.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Codex Sensei.
Correct? You made a very concerning... You made a very concerning noise.
Well, remember, I have an intimacy of hatred towards him.
Ah, yeah,
Right,
you do
right.
have that now.
Frothing with anger.
Seething. almost.
Frauding with anger.
I kissed
What's
Lythander.
wrong?
Oh
on the
no,
head.
that's a Nep thing.
You're not old enough yet.
Aww.
I need to know.
Make
Yes,
sure
I
you have
do.
safe
All
search
right, so
on.
I spend
you
2 of my
don't.
4 anima to seal a oath that I'll allow him use of my magic in exchange for not only the spider back, but also for our for a more hands-on involvement from our party into this business. As is my nature to meddle, I wish to check in on him, and if there's anything I don't, if there's anything I don't like, I'll let him know.
And if there's anything I don't like, you'll let me know. Is that out of character? Is that the exact
Trying
wording?
to get a very try to establish in a very casual sense. I wanna be I wanna go full health inspector on this motherfucker.
Steamed hams, but with an empire builder.
I wanna be in there to officiate. I wanna look under the under the floorboards and see how many rats scurry out. I wanna be there, and I want my friends to be there.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, so we seal it.
Now, it would probably be best to, after you've worked yourself up and used the light of your soul, to do it in between the semis and the finals. That would be when your anima would be at its most potent after spending that much juice.
Right. So you want
He chucks the spider into
so
the
you
air.
want to
It's yours.
guarantee a good done deal. Well, I can't say I blame you. Getting your money's worth and all that. I respect it. Don't worry.
Should probably change back from this, though. He gestures down to the gavel body he's wearing.
You got anything inconspicuous in there?
Little did you know, the hatred formed was towards Gavel. Oh no.
No, it's the Hundred Venoms Stinger,
Yes.
the entity.
I know, but that's the...
Gavel doesn't know he's been
got-
face swapped yet.
You got something a bit more inconspicuous
Yeah,
in there?
no.
I don't know, like a cat or something?
Well, I'd prefer something that could speak.
Hey, what about me? What about me? What about me?
I don't think I didn't sense the magic coming off of you. I know that things between us have soured, if you know what I mean.
Oh, what do you mean? We're best friends now, aren't we?
He is not
doubt
normal.
it.
Do not trust him. He will bite you.
He is also a lunar, and he knows the kinds of bullshit he can do. He
Does
has
he
read
know
the
how-
charms list as well.
Ah! Oh, are you sure about that? Come on, old chap. Let's go
Come on,
get a
old
drink.
chap. Put your hand through the
No.
door. I promise I won't bite.
Put your penis in the car door.
I slammed your penis in the car door.
I promise I will not slam
I
it. Except very hard.
promise I'll eat it.
He shapeshifts into one of the dragon-blooded from outside. There, is that better?
Oh.
No.
Well, it's what I'm going with, so too
I want
bad.
something easier to
Let's
kill.
see.
Oh, it's still me, and you know both as well as I do. Changing shape does not interfere with our gifts from Luna.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I can set up a good form for him that can. Someone that we're not likely to run into.
You know this is nothing personal, right?
No?
What? The fact is that you tapped the emergency escape hatch to start hating me out of nowhere in exchange for squirreling out.
For what now?
Nothing.
No, speak.
No, I don't think I will.
Coward.
Well, all right. Pleasure doing business with you, I guess. Thanks for coming in. Do try to... When you're looking at...
Well, I'll be coming back in with you, since I still need you to make those agreements,
Right.
after all, and I'll be the one talking.
You'll be the one talking?
Yeah, I just need you in the background sealing the promises when they're not looking.
Right.
You already agreed.
This is true. I thought...
Lythander
true.
never agreed.
I just forgot... when-
Lythander didn't, yeah.
And I have intimacy
I just didn't
hatred towards them.
Yep,
I just thought it was...
Lythander can just say, yes, no, don't talk to this person. They're trying to seal you in an oath debt.
Now, for the record, I don't have to seal it in a major oath, even if he says that I should. I just have to... I can seal it
exactly.
in any kind of... In any kind of one I want.
Is there anything you want to say to Gavel as you walk back inside? Because as soon as you walk back in, you're getting called in for your matches.
Oh, I would like to, find Octavian and point to the person who stole the, spider. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to him.
Huh, that's odd. They're gone. Sorry, talk to who?
Oh, Hundred Venoms Stinger. They won't say how, so you're gonna have to beat it out of them.
Another
Violently.
lunar from the name, I take it? Well, it's going to be really hard to find them.
Oh, don't worry, they're, just, see where our good old solar friend is, and they won't be that far behind.
They took her shape?
No. They're using her to seal deals.
As you guys are walking through, Aura, do you want to let Gavel know that she's been face-apped?
Somebody cloned your WhatsApp. I mean, somebody stole your face.
Excuse me.
It wasn't me.
Oh.
Wasn't Lythander.
Who?
So
It was
stop
Hun-
looking at me like
it was
that.
Nue grabs you on the back of the shoulder.
It was
Shut
Hundred
up.
Venoms Stinger. You
What?
got... Yeah.
Oh, that.
They apparently used some
bitch.
kind of deductive method to steal your face without even talking to you. It's not really important. What happened is they were trying to steal one of these, and then I present her with the spoder.
Oh, thank the gods about
Oh, you can
thank
talk.
you. Mercury
Oh, yeah.
and Venus and oh gods, it's a demon! Ah! Runs away from Gavel.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can talk. Hi there, little fella.
It's in Aura's coat.
It's under my hat.
Yes.
Well,
don't be-
by the Yosi.
Don't be intimidated,
Patterned
young
spider.
little fella. She looks all mean, but she's real nice. This is my boss. Her name is Gavel.
Please don't melt me down and feed me into the sulfur pits.
Only if you bite me.
Okay.
That is to say, only as long as you don't bite her. In case the phrasing wasn't clear.
Yeah. Yes.
You saw the pattern spider almost biting
It's
Gavel.
fine. I got her in my hands.
Oh.
But there she has a banana. Solo.
Boy.
Oh, wait a minute! You're the reason why the Loom of Fate's been all screwed up here. Sniff, I'm gonna have the opponent spider roll to sniff Gavel.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they snip.
Yeah, that's... You're the woman
successes.
whose thread was ripped out.
Sniff successful.
My
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, your thread... someone from some tribe near Yadana, one of the threads went missing, and the whole department's been wondering who steals a thread from the Loom of Fate.
Well, who stole it then? In that
Out of character,
case.
the Yosi. It's part of the
Okay.
infernal exaltation
Okay, I see what
process.
you mean
Takes
now.
you outside of fate.
Yep, I see what you mean now. Okay. Oh, yes, okay. Well, that does make a bit of sense then, I suppose.
This is going to be a fuckload of a
I
report I'm going to have to file back. It's really hard to write without fingers.
Good thing you have the World Wide Web.
What, you don't have, like, some sort of scribe or someone to write all these things down for you?
I could weave it, but he gestures down, and part of him has been damaged. Stinger was not gentle when he picked this guy up.
Is Lythander still around?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. Dime, honey, dear. I summon Dime.
I believe it's Nickel is the
Nickel,
one who's still
sorry,
around.
I summoned
Dime
Nickel.
is still planted in Shampur.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Summoned
Oh,
Nickel.
God! What is that thing?
Oh, he's gonna be your new scribe.
Okay.
If that's okay with you, Nickel.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there you go. He's a
Can I get a
curse.
different option?
Sure. Wait, no, the tongue was destroyed. I look at Gavel with contempt.
Gavel will just stare blank-faced at Lythander.
I think I have another one, right?
Yeah, you do. You have a few corrupted word sprites, as well as the sus brand.
Yes, I will summon the sus brand. I also have this.
Sussy Bacchus.
You can also recognize, from context clues, this sus brand might be the fault of someone you know now. From Archive My Mentality stuff. This was Amir's.
Of course it was Amir. Why wouldn't it be my husband, my ex? Okay. Would you prefer this one, or would you prefer Pedro here to be your scribe for a little bit?
Let's roll for Pedro building well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my god, Pedro!
6 successes!
Pedro has built, 3 well.
Pedro, I'm not selling you off.
No,
You
wait,
know
I
don't
never
do much.
determined what Pedro's control spell was, did I? It's
No,
not
you
Attack
did
of
not.
Obsidian Butterflies, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What is
picking the real funny option. Actually, wait, it's 3 plus additional success. 1 for the base plus 3 additional successes. That's 4 well. That's enough to cast a spell. Pedro casts Door of the Dead.
Excuse me, what?
Okay.
He scratches a line in the dome, and in a circle of blood, a gateway to the underworld opens.
Okay, Pedro. What are you doing? Pedro?
Sky Thunder and Shadow looks at you from the other side. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yes, no, didn't I tell you that? Oh, I should have told you, Pedro became strong.
This other exalt, who you had no fucking idea was here in this section of the underworld, looks from the giant forge she was working at, and then back to you. Why does this connect here? Oh, God, you're so annoying to work with. Hello, I was going to watch the matches as I work through a mirror technology I have,
What?
but
Oh, okay.
do you want to come in
that?
and... Actually, it seems like your matches will be on any minute now, and I'm guessing that specific spell will only last for a few seconds.
Do you want to come over here?
Give me a persuade action to see if you can convince her to step away from her forge and physically come watch the brawl.
Okay. I mean, afterwards, you get to meet a second level
it.
demon.
Ooh.
Do it.
Add a
Persuasion?
stunt for that.
What?
Nice.
What would
Presence.
be my presence? Okay.
Plus any
That'd be
attribute.
9. Okay, so that's gonna be 9. Don't I
I
have
think I
something
have a
to
lot of-
put auto successes onto this?
Your active anima effect, I believe.
yes,
if you've
I
spent
have
enough
used
motes.
stuff. I have spent a few motes.
Okay.
Uh,
I thought we would get to the Fight Club tonight, but this has been hugely entertaining nonetheless.
We have been doing Mission
I
Impossible
believe
stuff.
I've cast
it's
at least
fine.
5, so I think I should be in active.
Yeah, you're at active, so you add your essence worth of auto successes to this.
Okay. So that is 3 auto successes.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Oh!
That's a persuade over her resolve of 4, and let me go back to the social influence thing. to see if you want to instill any other intimacies into her.
She's helping us right now, right? At the moment.
I'm waving my hand to the side. You did, when you first met her in Act 1, set aside a mutual aid pact, kind of, for a short term. You could also instill a new intimacy for 1 success. You have 4 overflow successes.
I would like to instill an intimacy of friendship.
The Lythander? Or the group?
Specifically towards Pedro.
Really?
Okay, she could think that's a very talented bird. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
3 successes left. You could set up for future influence with 2. Weaken, for the rest of the 3 actions. You could weaken one of her intimacies.
What do you think, Gavel? Or what do you think, Altos?
You could
What
persuade
exactly?
or dissuade for 2 successes as well, too.
I could just do.
I'm trying to think of.
Still intimacies of friendships for everyone here.
Yeah, I think that
I
would be
would
the
say they would
simplest,
take different contexts for
solution.
each person, but the general feel.
Yeah, basically of the
I
group.
mean, that's still fine.
I will say
Yeah.
that's not a stop to prevent abyssals from hurting you, because they have charms to ignore their own intimacies if it's against the living, but it could be helpful.
I mean, to help with persuasion and stuff with
Yeah,
her, so that she doesn't
Yeah, that's true.
say, I'm going to destroy the planet and everything. It's like, they're there. I mean, they're not terrible.
She wouldn't destroy the
might
planet
destroy-
knowingly.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
inadvertently.
You know what? Yeah, I'll rule that. The actually inviting her out in person to watch this picks up on a little bit of loneliness that maybe you didn't necessarily know was there. She blinks for a second. You know what? I can come back to this later. I need...
Okay.
This next segment requires time to wait. And she steps through the portal right before it closes.
Wow.
Sky Thunder and Shadow is right there in the room with you now. As you're, like, in the bathrooms or
Oh,
something.
boy.
All bathrooms in creation are gender neutral.
Oh, okay. I offer a bag of chips. You might want these while watching the match.
Something I should note, there's something new about her. She's wearing a fancy new glove.
Ooh.
Made of severed alchemical fingers.
Oh.
If you've
Didn't
noticed,
recognize whose fingers
through
they are.
Archive My Mentality, you've met 6 different alchemicals with different casts. Each one has been missing a finger.
Oh no.
Have you been stealing fingers from people?
In some cases, stealing. In a few exciting cases, buying.
Oh, okay. I don't... question, we're buying them their lives.
No,
Okay, never mind then. Buying is completely fair then.
buying in exchange for magical expertise.
Okay, you know what? That's actually... I'm not mad at that. That sounds actually reasonable.
I was expecting something a bit crueler, but
I will remind you through Archive My Mentality, she
suppose-
fucking scared and threatened Steadfast Sin-Eating Driver into working with her for a while via threatening everyone he cared about. So, some cases, she was
Yeah.
genuinely an asshole.
Some cases, yes.
Other cases, she's actually kind of cool.
It depended.
Asterisk.
She's actually kind of like Lythander.
And yes, this was
Asterisk.
quite a difficult piece to assemble. You know, this has all 6 magical materials implemented in it, and you can do quite interesting things the more elements you alloy into them.
So, did we ever introduce you to Octavian?
You have the Quarter Prince with you.
Yes. He wants to kill everything.
I know far too many people like that down below.
We kind of, how do I say this? Not made a bargain, but made a deal. I think I was the one who kind of made the deal with the stupid terms.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight, so we were we're doing a fight with him.
Did you know that's not the first time someone's made a deal with Octavian like that?
Oh. Neat.
Might not be the last, unless you want to put him down for good, which... As she looks at Gavel, you've got the spirit-killing magic. I could see that in your anima.
Indeed.
Do you want to kill him for good?
I'm tempted to.
Going to be honest, that's mildly surprising. As a champion of the Yozi, I thought you would be more inclined to use them rather than finish them off.
And in most cases, you would be correct, but believe me, there's just some people that piss me off too much to where even I can't find a use for them.
Did we ever get the spot or the name of our little Arachni companion here?
No, and I think Aura has disappeared.
It's
off
good that Aura's
somewhere,
not here,
quite
otherwise she'd be
sure.
even more scared of the Abyssal than Gavel.
Indeed.
By
But,
the
yes,
by,
no, we...
the bathroom door is kind of open. She peeks out of it and sees one of the dynasts walking through. Seems like you have a Wyld Hunt on your trail.
We do, and they're trying to court my daughter into joining it.
Ah, that's fucked up.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Do you
oddly
want some
poetic in a
assistance with
way.
that? I would be willing to offer some aid. We did sign a pact, after all. This seems like a good time to cash in.
You know what? That does sound good, but I wouldn't. But I'd want a full party consensus on it.
Very well, then we'll revisit the topic later.
Yes, no, I appreciate the offer. I honestly do. Oh, also, we have to. So, Octavian, did we tell you about Hundred Venoms Stingers or the Abyssal?
Another bit? Ah, you mean he's finally here.
Yes, he is.
Care to introduce me?
I need to see if you're on the list that we created.
I will say she's not, but she is much more powerful than
Oh.
Spider is.
Okay.
So,
Good.
I don't know if
Good.
he can kill her.
Okay.
In terms of stats.
Oh, okay.
So, we might have forgotten to put you on a list of people that he won't just try to auto-kill.
I suppose that is what would happen when you filter the Dawn's personality through essence of the underworld and the forever screaming Neverborn, yes.
We could introduce you, but I hope that doesn't break any contracts that we have signed with you.
I think I might have enough leverage on him to prevent that.
Okay. Also, he's a decent friend of mine.
Her face twitches.
Decent, sure.
You befriended him.
Yes.
Are you sure it's genuine?
No.
As I feared. Oh, by the way, I saw that Chills is back and unmuted. The current discussion was on making a deal with Sky Sundering Shadow for aid against a Wyld Hunt now that they dragged her through the portal.
Oh
Convince
shit, she's
her
here!
to watch the matches.
In person.
In person rather than over TV. Yeah, she walked through the portal Pedro made.
Yeah.
Well,
And yes, Pedro
Well, howdy
made
there,
a
Shrink.
door to the dead.
howdy there, young lady. Didn't know you.
This is Sky Sundering Shadow. You've known her since.
Well, I know.
Act
That's
One.
what I'm getting at. Haven't
Oh, right.
Does
Haven't
she know
seen you.
Aura, though?
Oh, yeah, she's seen she
Yeah,
saw her in
we've-
Act 2 when she
we've
was
been
astral
we've
projecting.
been involved in many deals and business proposals over the past few days. In fact, we're involved in one right now.
Yes, and we did make a pact to aid each other in times of
This is
need.
true.
And when a dozen dragon bloods and their army of thousands come at you, seeking to raise you and all your love to the ground, that seems like a time where that would come in
That
handy.
is the case. Yes.
Oh, also I should note, she has a fancy new glove made from one finger of each of the severed alchemicals.
Fancy trinket you got there.
It took quite a lot of time and effort to make.
Is this that pet project you were talking about a couple weeks ago?
Oh, I have several pet projects, but yes, this is the one I was working on for quite some time. Years, now that I think about it.
Well...
Note, the fact that she's been around for years is kind of surprising, especially if she's older than 5 years, given that Abyssals only started showing up 5 years ago in canon.
Still haven't gotten around to that sword, I imagine.
Oh, yes, the Dawncast. I've already melted that down.
Really? And you didn't tell me?
Well, I only just done so.
Now, let me think.
I needed use of it for the red jade in it.
I suppose so. Can't say. Can't say I'm still super excited about all this brand new world kind of business, but I suppose I did say I would be at least present to see you try it, but you know.
Oh, I'm not going to launch onto that now. I've just progressed further.
And you figure you're ready for it?
Give it a few more months, perhaps. And it would take a significant amount of time to train.
No, not like that. I meant, are you ready for it?
I've been ready for it since day one.
I wonder about that. Not to, Thaman, so...
So, did you want to introduce me to my fellow Death Knight?
Right, yeah! I assume you haven't gotten the chance to meet Spider yet. Let me tell you, he's a handful.
Hit me with the full title. How silly a name did they give him?
Lythander, you remember this.
Rex, I remember this.
The Heartless Spider unraveling fate. Oh, yeah, let me type it in. 1 second.
So I can say it.
Putting it in chat.
So I can say it with my chest.
There we go.
Alright.
Oh, this is good. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
So, the Heartless Spider unraveling fate's tapestry.
And I thought my name was edgy.
The Emissary of Hell. Spider-Man.
Wait, I thought you were an Emissary of Hell, pointing to the gavel.
Oh, I am.
Are you still mixing up the Malpheus and the Underworld after all this time?
Also, we are,
Yes.
We're engaged.
Oh.
And not engaged, I mean engaged as in the sense of engaged in Eternal Death Pact. We are slated for mortal combat in a couple days' time. In a couple weeks' time. I don't remember exactly how long it would take, but essentially, we're engaged into a violent struggle that will inevitably end with one of our demise.
You know, that was some of the concepts of the original solar-lunar partnerships back in the day, if memory serves.
Maybe this can help bridge the gap between the different castes for many generations. An airing of grievances, if you will. Such is the way of the Dawn, I suppose. Such is the way of the Abyssal caste, I suppose.
Lythander, you must have met the Knight by now. How are they?
Spider?
I'm trying to remember the Knight.
Amir.
Amir.
Oh, Amir. Okay. He's a worthless person.
So you're one of the rivalry ones, then, where the solar-lunar bond...
He used to be my wife, who I still love in the ring. He has betrayed me too many times for me to maintain a cordial relationship with him.
How did he betray you?
By not recognizing his partner's schemes to steal my powers. And to steal my... How do I say this? My dimension?
The Gaul? Well, that doesn't
Yes.
sound like a betrayal so much as just a mistake.
Do you think I look like the person who tolerates mistakes?
Yes.
Wow. I'm very easy to misread. Who knew?
In any case, do you care to bring him in?
Yes, I will bring him in. Oh, brain. Why did my brain just automatically forget his name? It starts with an A. Owl.
Fighter?
No, I was talking about
Amir?
Amir, yes. Oh, Amir! I know you're in here.
Wait, I wanted you to bring Spider and not Anne. A knife is to Sky Sundering Shadow's throat now.
No, hey, no, bad.
She looks more annoyed than anything else.
Bad, stop.
Oh, this is made of sunlight. It hurts. It hurts.
Stop. Put that down.
Supposed to.
Put that down now.
Why should I?
Because she is our guest.
She's an enemy of the world.
She is our guest.
Make a persuasion action. Give me presence plus force.
She is our guest. Do I get a stunt for that?
Yeah, sure. She is technically your guest, so that's standard hospitality rules.
That is going to be 7 successes.
Right, from your anima effects.
Yeah.
He sighs, puts the knife down.
Let's
Really
go.
should kill her at some point.
Oh, spiders!
Knife is now to Amir. No, he's not going to be able to sneak up on Amir. He knows he is stealth 5.
Amir's on
Game
the
recognizes
list.
game. Amir is on the list, but he does not attack this new person on sight. He looks at Sky Sundering Shadow and the Soul Steel mask she's wearing that's still screaming constantly, by the way. That has not stopped ever. You're the Twilight, aren't... Not... The cast names have changed. Do you know what happened to my sword? Long in-character silence.
Oh, she, melted your sword.
She what?
She melted your sword.
Well, she's not on the list, so Spider's gonna try and attack her. He's gonna spend an
Please
excellency
don't.
on close comp. Alright, do something. Go ahead and give me a physique check to hold him down.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Please be kind and full of grace. No. Okay.
No. Oh.
That actually
4
rolls under
successes
Sky Sundering
from the
Shadow's
DM.
defense of 5. Surprise! The Essence 5 Abyssal is tanky.
Yeah.
He goes in for a swing, and Twilights, or their derivatives, have a little bit of a force field going on. So it just bounces off of that as she folds her hand behind her back. You really forget how this all works. That part hasn't changed from the, Death Lord's tinkering. And he punches again, and it just bounces off again. Are you going to keep doing that punch all day? Punch! Really, are you going to punch? Come on, punch! This is not how I imagined I would be teaching my student, she yells over at Aura. We made a deal on how to timeshare this guy, but he's immediately aggro. What's up with
always
that?
I think I told you already. He's always aggro. He was aggro to me.
I didn't think you meant like this.
He is, I did say difficult, but, well, it's, you live and learn. And, this one's,
Final
not
Glimmer
one for learning.
Final Glimmer picking this guy, of all people.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of like, how do I say this? Child psychology. If you dress up what you want him to do in a way that it makes him excited about doing something he wants to do, you can get him to do what you want him to do. So, for example...
Stop whining, I'll make you a soul steel sword instead. The punching stops.
So, for example... Spider,
Wow.
what's the biggest fish you've ever killed?
Before or after exulting?
Either.
Well, before it was a shark,
After.
and after there was a time I had a few minutes to myself on the island. I killed a bigger shark.
Do you know how deep the ocean is?
Pretty deep. I don't think I need to breathe anymore.
We're going fishing next weekend. Let's find something big for you to kill.
Okay.
See? Just like I told you. If I phrased it any other way, he would have ripped my skull out.
Probably. She takes a few steps over and whispers, I'm not sure if this is tenable. You might need to take care of him at some point.
That's what the custody is for.
Yeah. Well, I'll find his monstrance and recycle it into a less violent candidate later. That's the first time you've heard that word, and for some reason, that fills you with a spike of dread.
Aww.
Fuck, again, Gavel, you get that weird sensation of the Yozi shivering in fear, but you not personally having a reaction.
And then I look at her and I go, you know, maybe we shouldn't be so casual about disposing of life if we're gonna be so mad.
You were gonna fight me to the death anyway, he says, having listened on this the whole time.
Well, I know, but it's the intent that counts.
I mean, I'm already dead.
Guess so.
Yes, but how do you think that makes me feel that my friend is already dead?
I guess, but you know, it'd feel kind of shitty to have your corpse sort of pawned off into someone else's existence after you die.
Funny you mentioned that. We'll come back to that plot point in the post-credits scene.
There's got to be some honor in that. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, that Wyld Hunt, can I kill them?
Shh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Later.
If you finish your homework, sure.
Wait, you're assigning me homework now?
Well, yeah. You gotta learn. I mean, hey, how long you been alive?
You're gonna need to clarify that.
How long you been alive, kinda, but not really, sort of?
A few weeks.
How many ways you know how to kill somebody?
1,001.
That seems about right.
Sky's the limit, young man. Get to learning. Learning's important.
Alright, I'll try for seeing to squeeze in another 7 by the end of the night. 1,008 seems like a nice, ominous number.
Good. And eat your greens, also. Too much meat makes you fat.
Is there anything else that anyone else you guys want to have a conversation with before? We're not going to be able to get to the fight tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock, and we've had more than enough content for one episode, but we can also squeeze in a little bit more social bullshit.
Except, who cares about combat?
You're welcome. Oh my goodness.
I will continue to make it so we will not have combat wrecks.
We're going to start with combat next time. I'm sorry, man.
I can stall it out
much.
again.
Really stalling out. This was more following up on plot points that were pre-established and finally bringing in the major antagonist, Hundred Venoms Stinger, in person.
Oh, he's the major antagonist?
A major antagonist.
See, this is almost like talking with your companions in an RPG and
the Baldur's Gate 3
their,
experience.
Companion quest line. But, yeah, pretty much. But, except instead of our friends, it's our enemies and, somewhat allies.
Haven't you noticed that I've been making all of our enemies into somewhat
I've been doing
allies?
the same thing. I like doing that.
It's funny.
Ironic considering I was trying to get Gavel to be the social character of this group.
You all picked social casts, by the way, which is incredibly funny as a DM.
That is hilarious.
You all picked Bard.
Hey, at least we all do something better, or we are all not just the exact same.
Yeah, there's branching.
Look, at least bards have spells.
All of you guys are magic to shit.
Which
There's
I
no
guess
such
fits
thing as
for,
a
like,
mundane, exalted PC.
Trying to think.
Bards don't have Devil
Yeah,
Trigger.
yeah, Gavel has 10. Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
build
you're
an
right.
island.
Bards usually don't have or be able to build an island.
I actually did think
Oh,
of one
goodness.
final character to talk to. At some point,
Oh.
probably as Lythander and Aura enter the things again to prepare. We're all behind schedule now. It's running so late. The refs are mad at you.
Let's talk to the refs.
From behind it, from a food cart, dressed in the uniform of a hanging over his horns goofily, is the shepherd.
Oh, great.
Gavel.
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice 2 Death Knights, neither of whom were present before you came in here.
Hmm.
The contract of the pact means that I can't attack them on sight, but you realize I'm going to have to kill both of them.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Can you at least wait before you kill them?
I can wait until after this tournament is done, and after such I will have to file reports.
That's fine. Just don't make it an issue for me now, okay?
I'd be glad you're talking. Honestly, it's for the best that I'm getting this information, and not the new hire. Him and his gold factions are always going on about how all the Exalted need to work together. You can't convince an Abyssal to do anything pro-socially.
You say that...
Gavel smiles.
Do you want to try and find Suheil and discuss that, perhaps?
Oh, goodness. Yes. I want to go with yes.
Alright, is there anything else you want to go say to the older Sidereal as he's flipping burgers? What? This is my cover.
I'll go with no
Okay,
on that one. Someone else can
Alright,
handle
after
that
some
one.
watching, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You do find, carrying one of the septic tanks is, Suheil. Why did I have to take this
Okay.
cover of all things?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Infernal is the name of your new form?
Yes.
They can't mind control you from down below, right? Okay, good,
No.
you still have free will. That's a run report, that's wrong. Let me
Don't worry, they're all under my command.
Let me reintroduce myself. Farwalker Suheil, member of the Gold Faction.
Gavel.
Now that we actually
Champion of the
we actually have a moment of calm, it may be possible. I know that you hate me and everyone I work with.
Yes.
That doesn't necessarily mean
Yes.
it's impossible for some mutual aid in regards to fighting threats against creation, as we established back on your new island.
Some, yes, sure.
There was a pattern spider that was abducted. Do you know anything about what happened with that?
Do I want to tell him?
Should we tell him?
We should probably tell them.
Fine, we'll tell him. Gavel's gonna
We
sigh
got it.
and say, yes, we have it.
Ah, you do. I was wondering what happened to her.
It was stolen by a lunar in plain sight, but we managed to recover it.
Which one?
Hundred Venoms Stingers.
Shit.
And he's still here. He's trying to use our friend Aura over here to make contracts.
Of course he is. Let me tell you what that man
Plus, he
did not.
apparently knows where my daughter is at. And I'm assuming you know that as well.
No, actually, that's the first I've heard of that. I'm assuming
Hey.
the daughter you had in the first stage, you mean?
Yes.
She's dead.
She isn't.
No, she died of natural causes. We were quite sure of it.
Well, a second circle demon, apparently, who only knows truths and one lie, says otherwise. Who only speaks truths and only speaks one lie. So unless that's the lie...
In Gavel's ear, truth number 895. That's not my one lie.
You have a truth specifically just for
Oh,
that.
I
it's a
change
good
the slots
truth,
all the time.
honestly. I mean, honestly, that is good to have that.
I suppose.
Oh wait,
so.
I'm guessing Lythander did not hear that.
No, only Gavel did.
Okay.
Aw. Oh well.
She told me that from when we were intimately doing things.
Yeah, when you were intimately playing Go Fish.
Yes,
Playing
card games on
card
motorcycles.
games on motorcycles.
Of course.
So when am I going? When am I going on Monster Mates?
We'll
We-
get there. Don't
And
worry.
regardless, that's a concerning detail to revisit later. Let me tell you what Hundred Venoms Stinger actually is. He is a member of the Shadow Fang Vanguard, which is the Silver Pact. We've tried to make overtures of peace and olive branches to the Silver Pact for some time, but the Gold Branch is not politically powerful enough, and they still hate sidereals enough to try and kill us on sight when they figure we're there.
What was the name of the group?
The Shadow Fang Vanguard.
Can you blame
Shadow
them when you have
Fang
members of your order like
Vanguard.
Neon?
To be
Thank
completely
you.
honest, I understand. Mion was a shit.
You know what? I kind of don't hate sidereals anymore because you understand that.
I would argue that hating the rest of the sidereal hosts is a valid opinion for some of my coworkers, given what they've done sometimes.
Yes, but you
Especially
actually
that
make me-
especially that bitch in Prasad.
Gavel is actively frowning.
You see, I actually like this man. Sorry, I like them. Don't want to assume who you.
No, he uses he and they pronouns, it's fine.
You used to see that. Okay.
Regardless, he and his ilk in the vanguard of the opinion that creation should be consolidated into a central authority under lunar control. He's a firebrand even for them. He has this nasty habit, as reports have gathered, of press-ganging people into his army and forcibly transforming them into his beastfolk soldiers. All other lunars we know about give people the choice when they make a beastfolk army. He does not. Long silence as that sinks in.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, I'm sure he intended to tell you about his undersea metropolis. What he didn't tell you is that he intends to expand. At least we're fairly sure he does.
Oh,
Makes
really?
sense.
And you already made some deal to oath seal for him?
Yes, but I'm going to be there and tell people whenever he's doing it.
The issue is that you may not... That depends on how the tournament rolls out. What if you win and Aura loses? Strawman and Janice is no easy opponent.
The question, does Lythander know about the lesbian dice roll?
No.
No. Okay. I feel Aura has a strong connection with how strong she is.
To an extent, I suppose.
Besides, I mean, she's fighting a restaurateur. They're stronger than most people, you know.
Look,
Have you ever met somebody who owned a chain restaurant?
I may be able to assist from the shadows in making sure that there is enough wiggle room in the deals that you seal.
Thank you. If that is the case, join my cause, please.
Your cause to
stick over Hundred Venoms Stinger as much as possible.
That's literally my job. That's what I'm on assignment here to do.
Oh! Cool, we're friends then. We're definitely friends. I knew I liked you.
Friends is
No, he's
a
my
very
friend.
strong word.
Now.
Do you want to use the lunar advantage to add a major intimacy of friendship to Soheil?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
You do the Forze handshake with him.
Yep. Yeah, baby!
Oh my god, Lythander's a really fucked up version of Gantaro.
How did you know?
Man.
From watching the
How
show!
did you know?
Oh no.
Also, I gave you something funny that you should look at for X8.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, the actor for Genom is actually a pharmaceutical.
Oh, that's great.
Works in pharmacy. He's also a model. He is in the top 2% for all IQ in the world. And his favorite thing to do is just actually play Dan Croto.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Back to the game for a second,
Yeah, sorry.
though.
Yep.
Beyond that, though, there is the possibility he was lying about. I'm sure he told you what he wanted the spider for. There is the possibility that he's selling it to someone else instead. And I hope to all 5 maidens this is not true, that he is not a dumb enough motherfucker to sell it to Final Glimmer.
As far as I could tell, he wanted the spiders for selfish reasons.
Oh, you mean that person who's trying to kill my wife?
As far as I could tell, Hundred Venoms Stinger wanted the spider for his own personal agenda. He did not seek to sell it to a third party. Although he did seek...
Okay, that's still bad, but nowhere near as bad as...
Although he did seek to make some kind of accord. And he intends to use me as a mediator.
Of course he does. As mentioned, I will try and tug at the strings of fate to ensure that you are able to get the upper hand in regards to the wording of such. If he is even letting you talk. And out of character, he didn't say you could talk, he just wanted you to oath seal in the background.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't say I couldn't talk.
That's lovely.
He didn't say you couldn't, no.
No, but he never said that we couldn't talk, though. I never made a promise with him.
That's also true. Well... That's some details hashed out. You're going to need to get back to your match again. I pray that you actually remember this conversation. Oh, wait, never mind.
Wait, what do
He's
you
in
mean?
a resplendent destiny. That doesn't matter. Arcane Fate doesn't affect you when you're in a resplendent destiny. Never mind.
Okay.
You know what? He's new enough to the job that he might forget that too. That detail. So I'm not going to make you roll for this. He's disguised as janitor. Alright, and we'll end the session with that accord being struck and with a flashback to far elsewhere. A woman with shockingly familiar facial features to Lythander is visible in frame. As she gets up from a sitting position and rises to her full height of 12 feet. Just let that sink in for a second, your kid is swole.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
She looks at the messenger sprite from the Empire of Prasad that is sending out one final invitation to join the Wyld Hunt. Waits for it to finish speaking and then speaks a response. Maybe. She shoos it off and just laughs. Hell no. I'm far too busy. No, that's her not joining the hunt for you.
I know.
She rejects the hunt.
I will not know where she's at now.
Mm-hmm. And the camera sure as shit not showing for a bit. And she looks back out her window, out of the hole in the ground, at the giant quartet of statues holding a city aloft. Time to finish plumbing that city for its treasures. Zenmu won't finish looting itself. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy Crew are proud to bring you ongoing AP projects. If you like this show, you might also enjoy Tomb of the Red Giant, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, also on the same channel. Actual plays live and die by word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like or comment, or even hit us up in the share buttons down below. Word of mouth is the only way that actual plays survive by, and we here at the Action Economy Crew are excited to bring you even more great stories now, next week, and 2 weeks from now on the next episode of FateBreakers. Catch you then.